So originally, I was gonna come out and make like this a guide, but there's way too much about this game that I don't understand. There's no wikis. There's barely any YouTube videos about it, and if they are out, it's most likely in Japanese. Like I went to this one YouTuber, Prodigy Gaming. Go check him out. He's got a lot of cool guides and videos and stuff. And he did this one mutation I've never seen before, right? Where he has the predator head, but he has skeleton horns, and I believe I'm not sure if he had the shell mask or the might mask. But his character looked so unique. Like I didn't see it before, so I'm making this guy, step by step to show all the different mutations and stuff because you don't want to wind up like this. It's like, oh, I thought these were normal legs, and then look at them, they're high heels. Like the whole time, I thought this was like the best of the three options that you're getting. I'd rather settle for the deer legs, deer slash horse legs, or the elephant legs. And I'm gonna make another guy, doing my vanity, if you will. This isn't a guide. This is more like me testing it out, right? But what I can find out from it is the easiest way to get your mutations up is like think about like EXP, right? Every single time you load up powers and you get up to like the highest level, level 3, level 5, depending on the skill, you get your mutations much faster. Now, towards the end of the video, you're going to notice that I pretty much did every single skeleton mutation out there, and I couldn't get the head. And I realized that it's a lot like EXP, and I'm going to show it later on in the video where I am getting like a mutation, but then I have to cut back some of that mutations, or else I'm going to get even more of the undesirable traits that I don't want. So these are two shell traits, right? Like, green is skeleton, yellow is might, and the red one is shell. Sorry about that. I've been doing this all night, so that's why I'm a little like whatever. So they come to you basically first. You get your skin. Nobody really cares about that. Although somebody could comment and like say whether or not that actually influences influences your appearance later on. But I just don't know. I don't have enough data, or not enough guides are out there. And this game it's about 2-3 weeks old anyway, so I don't expect it to. But like the complete and utter lack of everything, like there's no guides on weapons, there's no guides on this, there's no guides on that, right? And like, see, I prefer like my character to have versus the smaller, more frail looking skeleton. Like the shoulder pads on the might look better, and just showing it off so people can make up your own mind, right? And I think the next one is arms, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to show the arms off. So I have both might and skeleton, but I'm going to show you, like if I were to do both of these mutations, right, both head and waist, I wouldn't get the desired mutation that I'd want, right? So what I did was I factored out the might because I wanted both my I wanted my waist to be skeleton, but I wanted my head to be might, right? Yellow for the head, green for the waist. So I literally had to take out the factor of skeleton to might, just yellow. You could tell that like I've been doing this all night to get it, because if I were to infuse these genes into my character, it will count both towards the skeleton, which is the undesirable effect that I was trying to avoid, because I don't want my character to have the skeleton visor. He's going to have that crazy looking Metal Gear Rising Raiden one. So you're going to see that coming up right now. And I also made this, like, I don't call it a guide, I call it like a test, because I found this out the hard way. So I was just going through all the green skeleton skills, and towards the end of my run, and you're going to see it, I locked myself out of getting the skeleton head, which is what I wanted. So I got I got the might mask, the Raiden mask, but then I got like skeleton, pretty much everything else except for the shoulder pads in the back. So my waist, my legs, my arms, my body, all skeleton. But it sucks because even though I can redo it, and I know how to do it more easily now. Like when you're hunting for the genes, and I think I made a guide for this because hunting for them is a pain in the ass. If you do it normally, like if you're just going around trying to kill random monsters, it's going to take you a half a day at least, right? So this is the waste upgrade I wanted personally because of the three, like the might one has these two sticks that stick out on the side that makes you look like a fish or some shit like that. And the shell one, I had that one before on my older character, but I didn't really like how my older character turned out. You had like the bull head, it was this giant ass head and stuff. And like even though like in the in-game cutscenes you could see my character move its mouth, like it just he didn't look human at all. You know, just just a bull alien from the canceled Alien 3 movie, David Fincher. Oh yeah, but like I know it comes off like there's so many other things about this game, like the weapons and like you know the combos, and I'm like learning about that, like how you can combo. I'm learning how you could actually combo like two-handed weapons from melee weapons with melee smash. It's actually kind of funny. But I just wanted to make this guide to show like pretty much everybody, and mostly like myself, mostly myself as like an archival like thing for my torture. I think I did this like all night last night. Just infusing and infusing and infusing. So here's the might mutation on the head. And I'm gonna show it off in a little bit, but I don't want to ramble and like you know confuse people watching this video as to what I'm talking about. But like the easiest way to get these upgrades, right, is there like you're probably gonna want to do this because like the amount of money it costs and like you know how tedious it is to like go from place to place. So you want all your fast travel points unlocked. You're probably gonna want to do this after you've beaten the game and you've gotten like a significant amount of attachments and you know upgrade your armor and weapons to have more attachment slots and you know etc right, because once you do it you lose all your powers and you got to go from square one. Like the first power I actually got was from the invisible cloaking lady, Arachne I think her name is. She just turns invisible and you can, if you defeat her you get her power, and that was like a must do for me. I just had to. Because I made a guide about that. You just, you know, you go invisible, you go on the overworld map, you click on the menu, and you check the enemy drops. And if you highlighted the specific genes that you wanted, then, you know, you're going to get those specific, you know, upgrades from the gene sequences. Although they all are random drops, but like to mitigate the the random nature of it, like you just kill them all, so you could just farm every single dead body there is, and that way, instead of like you know killing enemies and they just leave nothing, you stealth in, knife them. Like a lot of people like to use the bows, but then they aggro the enemies, and then they all just like beeline it towards you. So you know whether you're comfortable in that situation or not is you know on you. But I'd rather just like go in, knife them all, uh, collect all the genes off of their bodies because they're not gonna. It's not 100% thing that they're gonna drop it. The ones that you want specifically because it's from a pool, right? So the easiest way, in my opinion, is to go into the simulator, right? Like I beat the game and stuff, and fight, reface all the bosses and whatever, and check the genes that they have, because oftentimes when you fight these monsters and they drop like the huge ass genes that have like multiple well it's a sequence. It's usually going to be like plus two or plus three genes in a row, and you can't like separate them. The reason why you want these in the beginning and then like save some of them towards the end, like unlike me, right? Just like try to treat it as if like it doesn't matter what upgrade you're going to get, because this is kind of be a pain in the ass, right? Like you kind of have to count it out. So your next upgrade has to be that specific tree, because they all have the trees that they, you know, are associated with, like, you know, skeleton, might, shell, and they all have their separate, you know, mutations. Although, like I said at the beginning of this video, there's more to this game than I realized. Like the mutations are so varied and so intricate that I don't feel like honest by saying that this is a guide and you can use this as reference. It's mostly like I'm testing this out myself, and if you find some success, like watching this video and seeing like the things that I'm doing in it to get the upgrades, you know, the kinds of genes that I'm, you know, inserting into my character. Mind you, you're not seeing all of it like off of the video, like when I'm not recording these transformations. I'm still infusing genes and think nothing will happen because I think it takes like a certain amount. Like I said, like, it's like experience. So like let's say I upgrade 2 or 3 level max level skills, right? It's going to give me a gene upgrade. But then for the next one, it gets progressively harder until you're at like the head, which was probably going to take the longest, at least for me, right? And I made a mistake where I locked myself out of the head that I wanted. And I'm going to show that to you now, where I did every single skeleton gene upgrade, every single one. So the way it works is, even though it's like a gigantic, you know, list, you're basically only going to want to do all the maximum levels. So that way you can have, you know, the fastest path to your mutation. So, you know, you change faster. But this is what I'm going to demonstrate. So I go in, I have a bunch of yellows. I can't do any greens because I don't have anything to unlock for it. So I had to choose between this head or the shell head, which is this gigantic predator head with dreadlocks. It doesn't look bad. It's just like my body and like everything else doesn't match it. So I went with this head, this devil horn head. I like the mask though, the face. Even though I colored my character solid black, like if you look up close, he has the Chainsaw Man, like, you know, grimace, the face. But there's another one where he has the horn sticking out straight from the top because it's that's the skeleton one. So, but again, like I don't know. Like there could be even more body modifications. Like I said, like there is. I'm probably gonna link it in my comments or whatever. There is a guy who made another guide where he has a mutation I've never seen anybody else ever have before. And I've been playing this game online too, so I'll run into people with mutations here and there, and they're like, "Whoa, what the heck?" Like, it's all, I wouldn't say samey, but maybe because I'm playing on PlayStation, I have not seen as many mixtures with like the body modifications and stuff. But you know, I'm probably gonna make another test guide, whatever, you know, video about my vanity and stuff, as I'm gonna go get the shell legs, maybe a shell body. I just want to like try it all out, just post it and see, you know, how different my character looks. Well, anyways, thanks for watching my video. I hope it helps. Have a nice day.